2008 BMW X5 headlight removal. Just a few tips here to help you through the process. I know there's a few videos on this, but I got one tip here I think that'll save you a bunch of time and frustration. So pop the wheel off. Next step would be that Fender Flare. They just clip in there. And on the inside, there's a whole bunch of clips. To pop those clips out, if they're the same as this one, hit the center with a punch, and then they come out like a regular plastic clip does. Next step would be that inner fender. I'm not going to go over all the bolts for this. Just make sure you got them all out. There's a hodgepodge of plastic clips, torques, bolts, and just take your time and wiggle things around. If it's tight, don't force it. Pop things apart slowly and it'll come off. On the back side of the light, there's one connector. They got clips on either side. You just push them in, wiggle, wiggle, pops the light out. There are 5 bolts that hold the light assembly in there. 4 are a screw type like that. 1 is a bolt. So before you take the light out itself, just make sure you got the 5 out. And where I was having a problem and the other videos didn't seem to show up very good, apparently you can get that light out of that spot without removing that support bracket that's in there. I could not, and it was a real bear to get this apart. So there are 4 bolts that hold this thing in here. You can get them from the engine compartment side for the top 2. There's a bolt, stud, whatever right there. You gotta pull a nut off. And there's one more on the bottom side right here. Once you've got those 4 out, it will not come out this easy, but you give it a bit of a force and play with it before you pull the light assembly out. Work at it and it will come out. This one comes out a lot better than it did before because I took the time now to put a notch in it with a die grinder. When you pull it apart the first time, there'll be an insert that sits on the back side there like that. And to get that back into place without that notch, this one would not go. So hopefully this saves you a bit of time. I notched it. So I'll show you how it goes now. Sit it down, it's almost like a little keyway. Top side goes into those grooves. Wiggle jiggle, slide it into place. So it's up all the way. Bottom's in position. Install that nut with a washer. That'll hold everything in place and you'll be good to go.